What's up, investors? Welcome to your TipRanks Power Hour update for May 25th, 2021. I'm your host, Richard Allen, and I want to bring you the news before the market closes, all your most pertinent information that you need to make the best investment decisions before the market closes. We're going to start by going over the major indices to see how they're doing. It's been a pretty green week so far, but how are they doing now? We're going to talk about the biggest movers and shakers in the market, the top gainers and the top losers. And we're also going to cover some big bits of information and news that I think you need before the market closes. And finally, we'll talk about earnings reports for AutoZone as well as Cracker Barrel, my favorite mac and cheese in the world. Let's jump into the top indices right now. The S&P 500 is just pretty flat, right? 0.05% down on the day. Same story for the Dow Jones Industrial Average, 0.03% down on the day. And the NASDAQ up slightly, 0.1% on the day. If we take a peek over at Bitcoin, we've got to cover that because it's been a roller coaster ride for Bitcoin and all of crypto, down 2.5% on the day. All right, let's scroll down here on TipRanks.com. We're going to check out the biggest movers and shakers in the market. First, we're going to cover the top gainers in the market. Number one on the list is Taiwan Liposome Company, ticker symbol TLC, up over 25% on the day. You can see that right here, coming in with a moderate buy based on one analyst rating with an average upside of 80%. And they may be correct. I'm going to show you why TLC is up so much today. Their stock jumped on India's approval of this drug here to combat the black fungus caused by COVID-19 pandemic in India. So that was exciting for TLC today. That's why TLC is up so much on this news. Number two on the list is Prevention Bio, ticker symbol PRVB, coming in with a strong buy based on 6 analyst ratings with an average upside of 132%. This stock is up 25% today as well, based on some pretty cool news. Prevention Bio today announced that they're posting of briefing documents for an FDA advisory committee meeting on this drug here. So very similar story to TLC. That's why Prevention Bio is up today. Let's take a peek at the number 3 biggest gainer on the list. If you watched my show yesterday, you will see that these two companies look familiar. They were actually on the biggest losers list yesterday, and these are two Chinese tutoring and education companies. Now, Beijing came out and said that there will be no tutoring this summer. That ended up being a rumor. So these two stocks have recovered a great deal today. EDU and TAL are both in the same boat, up almost 20% on the day, 21% for EDU, and up almost 17% on TAL. And then in the number 4 spot, we have JYNT, ticker symbol JYNT, up 20% on the day. Now, today, this is coming in as a strong buy based on 4 analyst ratings. However, this 20% today took up all of the upside that was there yesterday. There was about a 12% upside yesterday, and now we're seeing a 12% downside today. So that's the story with the number 4 biggest gainer of the day. Let's take a peek at the top losers of the day. We have NOVN, ticker symbol NOVN, doing a 10-to-1 reverse stock split. So their stock is down almost 40% on the day. Massive correction there. In the number 2 spot, we have IAC Interactive, ticker symbol IAC, down almost 40% on the day as well. However, the reason they're down, Vimeo just split off of IAC and went public itself, so IAC is down accordingly. But if you look at the analyst ratings here for IAC, coming in with a strong buy based on 11 analyst ratings with an average upside of 67%. All right, number 3 on the list, we have ticker symbol DY, Dycom, down almost 15% on the day. However, this comes in with a strong buy rating based on 4 analyst ratings with an average upside of almost 50% for Dycom. Number 4 on the list is HYRE, and number 5 on the list is SkyWater Technologies. Both of these are down quite a bit today as well. We have ticker symbol HYRE, down 13.5% today. Ticker symbol SKYT, down almost 10% on the day. Both of these stocks are up tremendously over the past couple weeks, and I think we're just seeing a healthy correction in these two stocks. Just my opinion. All right, let's jump over to the big news for the day. We have TD Bank earnings coming up over the next couple days. They're going to report on May 27th. Now, based on EPS estimates over the past 2 quarters, they've beat those estimates. They're expected to beat estimates again. So pay attention to TD Bank if you're in Toronto, Canada, somewhere up north there. I live in Minnesota. It's pretty much Canada. But Toronto Dominion Bank, TD, trades on the Toronto Stock Exchange. This comes in with an average rating of hold based on 11 analyst ratings with a potential downside of about 1% right now. Second bit of information, Galaxy Digital buys asset manager Vision Hill Group, and shares jumped quite a bit on this news. Galaxy Digital is essentially expanding what they do. They work in the crypto space, blockchain technology, things like that. Vision Hill works in the same space, but on the institutional investment side. So this is going to give Galaxy more of a market share in this crypto and blockchain technology industry. Take a peek at GLXY, again on the Toronto Stock Exchange. However, look at this. It's coming in with a moderate buy based on 1 analyst rating. This is a 5-star analyst coming in and saying, look, there's an average upside of 103% on this stock. So if you can trade on the Toronto Stock Exchange, check out GLXY. All right, we're going to jump over to Airbnb. Airbnb made some massive upgrades today in anticipation that people are going to start traveling again. Now, I used an Airbnb not that long ago in February, and it was fantastic. It was the first time I traveled using an Airbnb with my family, and I absolutely loved it. Now, they're making it much easier for people to travel internationally because they're adding a bunch of languages. Right now, they support 11 languages. They're expanding that to 42 languages worldwide, so that's pretty fantastic. And they're also making it easier for people to change dates, making dates more flexible. And let's check where Airbnb is based on this news today. Slightly down 0.464%. However, Airbnb, ticker symbol ABNB, coming in as a moderate buy based on 30 analyst ratings with an average upside of almost 31%. Let's cover the earnings that we were going to talk about. We're going to talk about AutoZone and Cracker Barrel. Again, I mean, AutoZone doesn't have mac and cheese, but Cracker Barrel does. We're going to talk about AutoZone. AutoZone actually absolutely crushed earnings, but they're still down 2% today, and they crushed earnings by a lot. AutoZone came out and said they earned almost $600 million with $26.48 per share earnings compared to $14.39 a share a year ago, and revenue rose 34% to $3.65 billion when analysts were looking for $20 per share EPS and $3.27 billion. So they absolutely crushed expectations. However, we're seeing this story kind of repeat over and over again. Retail has done okay over the past several months, and even though they're coming out and beating expectations, they're still struggling a little bit. Now, if we take a peek at AutoZone, ticker symbol AZO, this comes in with a moderate buy based on 14 analyst ratings with an average upside of 12.5%. So take a peek at AutoZone. Lastly, we're going to cover Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel, ticker symbol CBRL, coming in with a hold rating based on 5 analyst ratings with an average upside of 9.9%. Now, how did Cracker Barrel do? Very similar story. Cracker Barrel came out, and when I say they crushed earnings, they absolutely crushed earnings. Now, Cracker Barrel had an estimated EPS of 10 cents per share. They came out and had $1.51 per share EPS with revenues of $713 million versus revenues of just $432 million for the same quarter last year. So, very similar story to AutoZone. Crushing expectations, but still down on the day. Thank you guys so much for joining me for today's Power Hour update. Remember, you can find me here Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on the TipRanks channel. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And also, if you could for me, check out our Instagram. It's a fantastic place for you to get more stock news. Again, you'll see that in the description down below. Thank you so much for joining me for this video, and I'll see you tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern.